I am Elizabeth Wanjiru, an actress in the mother-in-law program and the mother of Julie, Patricia, and Sabiti, 2 daughters and a son. You can catch my story in the October issue of the Parents magazine. The foundations of my attitudes in acting came from my mother, who had a very pleasant and joyful disposition. I appreciate her. I was also influenced by Miss Bruce, Miss Mary Barbara Bruce of Glasgow. She taught me drama. She was not aware that she was teaching me to act, but when I remember the way she raised us, we were very many children, she was able to pass on this cheerful and humorous attitude. I consider it humorous to be able to act Charity when actually you are Elizabeth. And my mother would act many roles in her life just to survive. Young people have influenced me. I have stopped dragging myself as an old show because I can't survive in the trade. I have to be agile and active, and young people are like that. And I felt I have to be like them, and they have influenced me. I also hope I have influenced them not to be too shallow and frivolous, especially in drama and theater, where it looks very easy sometimes, but you have put heavy thinking and work into your lines. My most iconic moment is being Charity in Mother-in-Law. The mother-in-law has also evolved. I think it addressed a very important element in society. And in being Charity, I have experienced what it is to be an icon. At least it has worked very interestingly in my life and in my character. Charity has evolved to be influenced by Elizabeth, but initially they were very different. Charity used to be harsh and hard and unreasonable as she interfered in the life of her daughters-in-law. Elizabeth is a quiet, reasonable teacher, and Elizabeth has come to influence Charity to some extent. Now there is some reasonableness in Charity, the reason for interfering, the reason for meddling. I think this has come from Elizabeth. I would be a farmer. My father left me some land, and I would be growing maize in Kitale. I just forget my age, and I appreciate God because the bit of memorizing lines, I think I have a gift for that. And I appreciate God for giving me that gift. And it's quite easy for me to learn lines. Very, very different from many old friends of mine I know.
Is there anything about your diet or the way that you take care of yourself to make sure you remain that active and strong?
There was a time I was getting quite weak and having pains in the bones and joints, and I thought this is it. But someone introduced me to food supplements, and I read the material she gave me, and I took it quite seriously, and I noticed a difference, a positive difference. Now I'm very committed to taking supplements. It is a continuous education. I didn't know much about them earlier, and even though I know a lot now, I still have a lot to learn. I keep chasing supplementation for my physique. I have been challenged to write, and I want to face that challenge. So I hope I'm going to write a book. I even have a dream of honoring my mother with the first book that I write. In this profession, I would like directors of programs to cast themselves in some of their scripts so that they act and they learn to appreciate this discipline. If they put a very sharp line between directing and acting, they may actually fail to give acting the dignity that really belongs to acting. Be encouraged. It is a beautiful profession. Some people take it lightly. They think of it just as light comedy, and it is that. You want to make people laugh. You want to make people happy. But to do it successfully, you need deep thinking into it. Some of the most serious books I have read have been plays. So being a good dramatist, you have to read plays.